Sometimes I wish it would rain. Sometimes I wish I could turn off the pain. Sometimes I wish the blood would stop dripping from my nose. Sometimes I wish these nightmares would stop. Feels like I'm caught in between heaven and hell. Crack cells and jail cells. Females who said they love me only wanted my greenbacks. One even set me up. A bullet wound to the chest pushed me on my back, but I survived. I walked away alive, but the other plot caught me slipping when I heard someone knocking on my condo door. But the thing was, no one knew where I lived, and before I could grab the Glock off the kitchen table, the back door exploded, wood chips everywhere. I was greeted by gold teeth and black ski masks. One to the arm, one to the chest, one to my neck. Then I felt the kitchen floor push up against my back. Fade to black. Fade to black. Couldn't believe baby girl did me like that. I made my peace, I closed my eyes, but to my surprise, 2 electric currents on my chest brought me back. When I opened my eyes, I was staring at the ceiling. When I looked to the left, I seen a white boy with a shirt that said FBI. When I looked to the other side of my bed, there was another detective, and before I could say something, I was choking on the tubes that were forced down my throat as well as my nose. They trying to interrogate me, but you know we don't talk to these white folks. And I couldn't believe he had the nerve to see if I was willing to write down any information that went nowhere. 6 months later, they rolled me out of intensive care into superior court, where the judge gave me 2 years for possession of narcotics for sale. I made bail and went back to my spot that was ramshack. I mean, these motherfuckers took everything.
These streets don't love nobody.
This game don't love nobody. These streets don't love nobody, man. When I went to jail, I was broke, but when I got back 2 years later, the streets had changed, or should I say, changed. But I still had street credibility on my name, as I kept my mouth quiet and I did my time. Now I'm back on the grind in that same dope spot where I flipped my first kilogram. Now I'm back on top, and those who would not visit me in the penitentiary or put $1 on my books are all in my look, trying to get fronted, giving me fake love. But I knew the game for what it was. I gave them fake love back, and on each zone I fronted them. There was an $85 tax. Yet this is what the game is. Yet this is what I expected. And yet here we go again with these same punk bitches, trying to get information, trying to lay in my bed, trying to offer me head, anything to get me off my game. But I'm mentally strong about my survival, man. Yeah. Yet those on the streets heard I was coming up too fast. My connect was solid, or so I thought. Thursday night, I was supposed to make another pickup. Hector told me to meet him at his grandma's house, and without a doubt, I grabbed the loot and tossed it under the passenger seat. 1 hour went by, 2 hours, shit wasn't right, so I left the spot as soon as I made a right. There were Christmas lights behind me, and when I looked in the rear view, all I could see was blue windbreakers that said FBI. I can't believe this motherfucker set me up, but why shouldn't I believe? I got too caught up, I got too comfortable doing the same shit twice. Making deliveries and pickups in the same underbucket caught me slipping. Now Hector, he got caught up in Las Vegas on wiretaps. Had nothing to do with me, but he was a punk ass ninja and didn't wanna do his time, so he dropped a dime and gave the police my line. So much for the game, but I should've expected it. Sometimes we get too comfortable dealing with the same people. Sometimes we trust those that we shouldn't, and sometimes we push those away that want the best for us. Lesson learned, this game don't love nobody. Brother, if you plan to do this, you gotta be able to drop everything at the drop of a dime, including those you love. This game ain't for the weak-hearted. This game switches titles every decade. Same game, different players, different tombstones, different jail times, different life, but the same game.
These streets don't love nobody,
man.
Streets don't love nobody. These streets don't love nobody.